Hornet is a super rare rarity aircraft carrier from the Eagle Union, and is a part of the Essex class of aircraft carriers. She is currently only available from the Parallel Superimposition Event banner, the Parallel Superimposition Event shop, and as a stage drop in Parallel Superimposition. Hornet was launched from the Newport News shipbuilding yard on the 30th of August 1943, renamed from Kearsarge in October 1942, commissioned on the 29th of November 1943, decommissioned on the 15th of January 1947, reclassified to attack carrier on the 1st of October 1952, recommissioned on the 11th of September 1953, reclassified again to anti-submarine carrier on the 27th of June 1958, decommissioned again on the 26th of June 1970, stricken on the 25th of July 1989, and is now a museum ship in Alameda, California. Hornet did the usual tasks an American carrier did in the Second World War and Cold War. Here are her more interesting exploits. Had her Avengers lay down magnetic mines around the Castle Roads area, marking the only time aircraft-laid mines were used during the Pacific War. 24 of the roughly 40 ships trapped by the mines were sunk, along with 2 old destroyers, 4 submarine hunters, and some repair ships. This is in addition to over 150 aircraft. During the Battle of the Philippine Sea, her aircraft heavily damaged Zuikaku. While attacking Manila Bay, she sank Satsuki, 2 oil tenders, 6 freight ships, several escorts, and Akitsushima. During the Battle off Samar, her Avengers caused a fire on Ijen Noshiro, later sinking or assisting the sinking of Nachi, Kiso, and Kumano. Scored a torpedo hit on Yamato, retrieved the Apollo 11 and 12 command modules, and was the host for CarrierCon. In her character art, drawn by Kurumi, Hornet II wears a tight-fitting black bikini top, black short shorts with yellow belt, white thigh highs underneath black thigh highs with drawstrings at the top, black high-cut boots, black fingerless gloves with white cuffs and yellow stripes, a black open torso coat with yellow accents, a cape, and USS Hornet written on it, and a black and yellow cowboy hat. Her rigging consists of 2 armatures that are connected to the top of her thigh. The closest portion of the armature is the front of a ship hull, followed by a platform with AA guns, then a large flight deck with even more AA guns to the side on both of her sides. Behind her is a massive explosion, and flying around her are 3 separate F-6F Hellcat fighter planes. In her voice lines, voiced by Nozomi Yamamoto, who also voices Sakoto Nakajima in Girlzun Panzer, I-402 in Arpeggio Blue Steel, Fumiko in Love Live, Rika Jogasaki in Idolmaster, Rasesu in Senran Kagura, Razia in Grand Blue Fantasy, AR-70, Evo 3, and G-28 in Girls Frontline, Estelle in Arknights, and Yukino Bijin in Uma Musume, Hornet is very high energy.
グレイゴーストの通り名を持つホーネットとは私のことそろそろ本気でホーネット様って呼ばれたいかな。とにかく指揮官、これからもよろしく。エセックス級空母、新しい力を手にしたホーネット様とは私のこと。まあ正直に言えば、還暦と偽装と戦闘力以外は前と大して変わらないけど、指揮官、こう見えてもとても感謝しているよ。新しいホーネットに惚れ直したかにゃ。照れない照れない。それぐらいは気づいているんだから。どうすればエンプラネーに勝つかじゃなくて、どうすればエンプラネーより早く強くなれるかを考えるのが今のホーネットよ。まあ、エンプラネーにずっと負けっぱなしでいるつもりはないけど、いい天気でやる気もバッチリ。ミッション日和とはこういうことよ。
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, Hornet II has 6,792 HP, 438 aviation, 341 AA, 132 reload, 56 evasion, medium armor, 33 speed, 93 accuracy, 76 luck, and consumes 13 oil. Hornet II has 3 skills, which focus on buffing herself. Hornet's first skill, Hornet's Sting, at level 10, when Hornet launches an airstrike, she launches a special airstrike with aircraft torpedoes and rockets. These inflict a special burn to enemies hit by the rockets. She also does plus 10% damage against light cruisers and light carriers. Her second skill, Flying Ace, at level 10, buffs Hornet's aviation and accuracy by plus 15%, as well as increasing her fighter's efficiency by plus 15%. Every time Hornet's planes shoot down an enemy plane, she gets plus 4% aviation, stacking up to plus 12%. Her third skill, the Dancing Gray Ghost, at level 10, when the battle starts, Hornet gets plus 15% evasion and takes minus 10% less damage. Once per battle, when Hornet's HP is less than 30%, her detection gauge is set to 0, and she takes no ramming damage for 8 seconds. The recommended equipment for Hornet is either a prototype XF5U Flying Flapjack, F7F Tiger Cat or Sea Hornet for fighters, prototype Tenrai or 81 Sky Raider for dive bombers, Wyvern or prototype Spearfish for torpedo bombers, 2 Gold Steam catapults, and a scepter. Compared to her base form, Hornet II is a massive improvement. Good to decent enough aircraft efficiencies, good stats, an S1 that launches an airstrike, inflicts burn, and does more damage to light ships, an S2 that buffs her aviation, accuracy, and fighter efficiency, and an S3 that buffs her evasion and reduces the damage she takes. Really useful in both mob and boss fleets. There are some flip sides to Hornet II, however. The first and most prominent is her availability, being restricted to Yorktown 2's event, though realistically it's going to get added sooner or later to the War Archives and her to either construction or just drops from the War Archives. Her skills are pretty handy, except for the latter half of the third skill, which doesn't really do much, and other ships ramming your main fleet doesn't occur all too often from my experience. Regardless, she is a very high priority to raise. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter and Blue Sky for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Girls Frontline videos as well.